I aim for every 2 to 3 days. That's my aim. But if my life is really busy, like now, for example, I think it's been maybe 5 days since I posted in my blog, and I'm thinking, oh, I really should do it tomorrow. As long as I'm doing one a week, then that's cool. Ideally every 2 to 3 days, but as long as a week hasn't passed and you haven't posted anything, then that's fine. You're doing really well. So you could get away with posting less. Yay, that means less work for you. Down here, tag clouds are great for Google. Recent comments, another great thing, but you've kind of got that twice. You've got it up here as well. But I mean, the footer stuff is kind of just extra cool stuff anyway, so I'm not too concerned with that. So I don't really see any way at all on this front page, apart from building your list, that you're monetizing your blog. So that's one of the reasons why I think you're not really making any money straight away. So the first thing you can do is you can start putting Google AdSense in. Definitely start putting that in. Even if you're making $100 a month, that's great. That's going to be really great. So what I recommend is that you put one, I mean, you could look at my blog and see where I put them. So I have one up here, I have one over every video, I have a block here, and then on the individual blog post, when you go in there, I have one up the top as well. So I actually copied from a diabetes website that was doing really, really, really well with their Google AdSense, and I do pretty well with it now too. So I encourage you to put it in. I think Google AdSense allows you to put in 3 instances in one page. So that's why on that front page I showed you those 3 spots. But you don't want to overwhelm people either. You don't want to have every single page in your entire blog where it's 3 everywhere. But if you can do it subtly, that's totally cool too. So let's see how else you're monetizing here. Actually, first of all, I'm going to see how much video you do. So we saw a video back here. Let's see if we can go to your channel. I wonder if we can just click on this and go to your YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. Cure endometriosis. I should probably just talk to you and ask you, really. So we have 58 subscribers, 18,000 video views, and 45 videos over a period of 2 years, August to August 2010-2012. So that's about 24, well that is 24, sorry, my maths just had a little bit of a terrible time there. That's 29 videos a year that you're doing. So I'd really up that if I were you. I think, well actually I don't think, I know that YouTube is definitely one of the best ways that we can market our blog. So I'm going to advise you to aim for at least 1 video a week. You don't have super huge traffic on your videos. 19, 17, 51, 98. Let's see if we can find out what the number is of the most popular video that you've done. So you got up to 2,500 videos. That's pretty good. But we want to be just creating that role, creating that constant stream of content production, doing at least 1 video a week, and people will end up finding you. People will definitely end up finding you. And really thinking about what you're titling your videos. Sex and endometriosis, that's gold. That's a really good title right there. Just because you've used the word sex, people seem to really love that, of course. Yoga for endometriosis, yeah, you're doing pretty well with your titles. Just doing a lot more is going to be really good. And they're kind of good times. Love this one, 333. That's a really nice amount of time to do a video. 6, just over 6 minutes, 3.5. Yeah, they're all different. Great, just more of them. That's what I'd say, just more of them. And maybe, you know what, I don't think you even need to do that much with your channel either. I think it's fine. Just more video. There you go. You do have ads in there. That doesn't look like Google ads though. So I'm wondering if these ads here. Oh no, it is Google. Okay, so we just want to have more of those. We want to put those Google ads definitely on the front page there in many different places. Okay, so when you have a blog post, you have, I'd make the text a little bit bigger. Some people have things about small text. Should I give myself my own advice on that blog? Definitely. Yeah, definitely go a little bit bigger. I think the color is okay. It's kind of on the verge. I like the gray that you're using, and the line height's pretty good too. Just so people know, there's two types of font. There's serif and sans serif, and oh gosh, I always get them mixed up. One of them has little taily bits and the other one doesn't. And for offline reading, so if you're reading a book or a newspaper or something, you want to have the text with the little taily bits. So Times New Roman is a very classic example of that. For website stuff, for online, we're using Verdana or Arial or Tahoma. They seem to be the three that are the most popular, and they don't have the little taily bits. So it's good that you don't have Times New Roman in here. I'm happy about that. But make the text, definitely make it a little bit bigger. There's a huge gap here that you might lose people. You really want to encourage people to do all this stuff after the blog post. You've got extra gaps here. It might just be Chrome. I don't know what browser you're using, but it's good to check in other browsers. This social media, I really think about whether or not it's making any difference. It looks like your Facebook activity is going really well. I actually want to have a look at your Facebook page. I'll do that soon. And your comments, you know what? I think one of the reasons why you're not getting that many comments in here is because your comments box is lost below a whole bunch of other stuff. So we want to put it up definitely above this, because we're going to move this to the right hand side anyway. We're going to move that up. I can't remember how the link within plugin works. I think the comments go underneath the link within, but that's okay as long as you're moving it above here. And also you've got your next article and your previous article above as well, above the comments box. What's the deal with that? We want to have these below the comments box. The comments box is super important. We want to have people interacting with you and interacting with your blog. If you've heard of social proof, which I'm sure you have because I know the particular blog course that you've done, social proof is kind of like, for those of you who don't know, you go to a cafe or you're looking for somewhere to eat and you think, oh, I really want to go out to eat. I want to have lunch out with my friend. Where should we go? You're wandering around. You pass a cafe. It's got two people in it. And you're like, I don't know. Pass another cafe, it's empty. You're like, I don't think so. I bet they don't have very good food. You pass the third cafe and it's packed full of people and you're like, that's the cafe we're going to. Obviously their food is amazing, otherwise it wouldn't have so many people in there. So it doesn't really matter whether or not the food is good. If you've got a whole bunch of people in there, then people are just going to think that the food is good. Same thing with your blog. If you've got a whole lot of people that are commenting on your blog, someone is going to come and go, wow, this blog's really popular. This person must have some amazing things to say. So it's likely that they'll stick around for a little bit longer. There's a great plugin, Melissa, that you can use that actually brings in all your comments from YouTube and puts them in your commenty area here in your, so instead of me trying to explain in a really lame way, I'm just going to show you. So I have 17 responses or comments on this, my most recent blog post here. Oh, that's something I'm going to need to fix. And then every time it says YouTube, 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 YouTube. That means, actually most of the first ones are, every time it says YouTube, that's a comment that someone's put in YouTube. They haven't actually gone to my blog and put the comment in. So this particular plugin that I have, it's a really easy one to install on WordPress, very basic. And actually I'll even show you how it works. So you go to settings and then YouTube comments, and it actually brings in all of your, you just update the comments now. Let's see if I've got any that are in the last hour. It brings in the comments from YouTube into your blog post. So it looks like you've got a whole bunch more. As I was saying before though, I had problems with Google AdSense because people would write really cheeky things in YouTube about either sex stuff or dirty words, and Google would punish me. It's taking too long. Let's not look at that. But it's highly recommended for social proof to do that. So that's a huge thing, getting them up, and no wonder you're not getting that many comments in your blog. No one can find it. No one can actually find out how to do a comment. Okay. Now, I just wanted to look at your Facebook page. just to see what you're doing in there. Actually, no, I won't, because I don't know if it's going to bring up my personal Facebook, so I won't actually click on that, just for privacy. But I do just want to make sure that every single time you're writing a blog post, you're posting that inside your Facebook page. And also encourage people, let them know to go and visit your blog, and then encourage them to actually write a comment in the blog instead of, or you could do something like, hey, I just wrote a new article on starting my healing journey. Can you give me some help? Click on this link to read all about it and advise me on blah, blah, blah. So you could do that, and they click on it and they get taken to your blog. So just encouraging people to actually go to your blog. So let's go through the pages here that you have. Okay, great. About me, it's always very straightforward. That's a really long one. Okay, fair enough. That's your story about endometriosis. I think that's probably very important for people that are, so they feel that you do have the authority. Disclaimer. New here, that's a really great button to have. Maybe have that a little bit more up the front. Even on the main page, if you, on the main page here, instead of get your free copy, move this to the right hand side, as we're going to anyway, and have here in this box, have new here, this is what you do. And I had that box in my blog for a while, and it was really great. It was useful. I kind of don't know why I took it down, actually. I think with the new topic change. So featured articles. This is a really great thing to do if you update it. Now, I had a featured articles page as well, but I never updated it. I'd do it once a month or once every 3 months or something, and then I'd have to sit down and do a whole bunch of updating. It's a bit pointless if you don't really have that much in there that's new, but if this is fairly new, then that's totally cool. And you know that people are very likely going to come here and start here, so you want to be putting in articles that are encouraging people to read more and are going to make people really excited about what you do. Recommended reading. Okay. So I hope I'm finding in here ways to monetize. This is what we wanted here. Okay. Are these Amazon links? Yes. Amazon is a little bit of a waste of time for monetizing, simply because you never make very much money. Amazon isn't very generous. So just take that out. You don't need that. You can, instead of doing that, I'm surprised you haven't written an ebook yet. You said in your video that you weren't really making money from it, and no wonder that you haven't really monetized it. So there's one tiny Google little box there, and there's an option for people to advertise on your blog, but no one's doing it. There's no sponsored advertisements, and Amazon's not going to give you any money either. So what I recommend that you do here is you start writing an ebook straight away, or if you have started already, really focus on getting that ebook finished. If you don't feel super comfortable about your authority yet in writing that ebook, then team up with a naturopath. I'm doing a similar thing at the moment. I'm writing an ebook on, because so many consultations I'm doing, I'm giving the same answer for adult women about what to do, and there's 2 things I know that adult women can do right now, and it's just going to clear their skin. It's just going to work. And I thought, well, I could advise this in an ebook, or I could team up with a naturopath and we could write it together, and that's giving it a little bit more of an authority, because I don't have that background in study to be like, yeah, this supplement's really cool for you, but maybe it's going to do this and this and this into your body. I'm a little bit worried about that. So you can team up with a naturopath.